Hello, everyone. I pray all is well. I want to share a scripture with you, and I pray that it be a blessing to you. After I read, I'm going to piggyback off of it. So, the scripture that I'm coming from is Job chapter 1, verse 7 through 12, and it reads, "The Lord said to Satan, 'Where have you come from?' Satan answered to the Lord, 'From roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it.' Then the Lord said to Satan, 'Have you considered my son Job, my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless, upright, a man fear God, and shun evil.' 'Does Job fear God for nothing?' Satan replied. 'Have you not put a hedge around him and his household or everything he has touched? You have blessed his work of his hands so that his flock and his herd are spread throughout the land. But now stretch out your hand and strike everything he has, and he will surely cuss you to your face.' The Lord said to Satan, 'Very well then, everything he has is in your power, but on the man himself do not lay a finger.'" No matter what it is you're going through, God has ordered that the enemy not lay a hand upon you. This really blessed me because I began to read the story. And when I was reading the story, I thought about everything that Job went through. But at the end of the day, he held on to his faith, even when the friends came along and tried to convince him that he's going through something because of something that he has done. And in reality, it has nothing to do with the fact that what he's done. God allowed that to take place to let the enemy know, look, no matter what it is that you do, he's going to forever still serve me. He's going to forever have faith in me. And that's the type of attitude we got to have. In spite of what it is we go through, the enemy only trying to convince us to not, or to persuade us not to believe in God and not to believe in his words when he said that in Jeremiah 29, "For the plans I have for you, declared the Lord, plans to prosper and give us hope," and much more. So with that being said, is prove the devil wrong. I know when I was reading this and I started thinking about the things that I have experienced, and it was things like events that kept occurring. And one of those events were I had dealt with the fact that my mom had ended up getting on drugs. And at the age of 8, I had to be moved from my home into my grandmother's home because of that situation. And I dealt with that all the way throughout high school. And even out of high school, I dealt with that. And that was very traumatizing. That was very hurtful to look and see your mom on the street and doing things and much more. And I thank God that he delivered her from that. But in the midst of that, I never gave up praying. I didn't care how long it took for God to bring deliverance. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I believed by faith. And guess what? God did that thing. It might take a long time, but he did it. Yes, it was hurtful. After graduation and going forth, I ended up being molested, or not even say molested, but was raped at the age of 21, literally the day of my birthday. And so in the midst of that, I still had on faith and believe in God that he was going to work this thing out. That was hurtful. Not only coming from out of that to that, and then many more events, because I couldn't speak and have these conversations with my mind for her to console me in what it is that I had experienced. But and yet I still have faith and I trust in what it is that God was doing in my life. So I say to you, no matter what that situation is and whatever it is that you're going through, hold on to your faith, because let me tell you, God going to bring you through it. If God bring you to it, he going to bring you through it. Hey, if he did it for me, he's definitely going to do it for you. And you continue to pray. I don't care if it's going to take a year. I don't care if it takes 10 years. At the end of the day, God is going to do it. He never said that we wasn't going to suffer. He never said that we wasn't going to go through anything. But at the end of the day, he said we walk by faith and not by sight. So if you believe that God can do it, then he's going to do it. Believe that no matter what it is, hold on to your faith. Be like Job, keep pushing. I don't care who is in your ear. This is the time when you begin to go through things, evaluate your friends. What is it that they send to you? Are they supporting you? Are they encouraging you? Or are they having doubt? Because in this season, you don't have time to have friends that have doubt. You need friends that's going to uplift you, that's going to continue to push you forward and believe in what it is that God has allowed to take place in your life to help you continue to go forth in this season. So throughout all of this, everything that you're going through, God is showing up and showing out to show you who it is that is connected to you and what is their mindset frame in this season. Because when I begin to go through things, and even during that time when I got raped at the age of 21, let me tell you, I have learned who was my friends and who was not my friend. All those that had something to say, trust me, God revealed everything to me. But at the end of the day, I made it through. And if I can make it through, you will make it through too. Continue to hold on to your faith. Continue to push on. Continue to press on. I'm telling you, you finna come out like gold. Come out like you never came out before. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The enemy can't do too much or more than what God allowed. Like he told when he mentioned to the enemy that do not touch him. Don't touch man himself. The enemy can't touch you, but he can touch everything else that's around you. But at the end of the day, just know everything that the enemy has caused wreckage to and damage or whatever, God gonna give you that 10 times more. You see what he did with Job? God gave him 10 times more than everything that he has lost. And that's the same thing. God is going to give you the same thing as well. Hold on to your faith. Continue to trust in what it is that God is doing in your life. As I have always said, I love you and God love you too. And have a blessed day. Have a blessed day.